Vale, pues lo habíamos dejado aquí. Vamos con este capítulo 3. Vamos a empezar con
Why
preguntando.
did you come here? To make sure my father was successfully in the ground?
With all due respect, Mr. Gordon, I will not allow you to speak to me or about my work in such a tone. I tried everything I could to aid your father. Your father was heavily drugged when he was brought to me, to prevent any further violent outburst, or so Lady Margaret had said. But something felt wrong, even then.
So, what was my father like when you locked him up?
I didn't just lock him up. I tried to help him. He was convinced he was carrying some ancient curse, that he was being haunted by evil. I wish I had reached him, had been able to reach him.
Maybe if I threw you a bone, you'd get off my back. Father was obsessed with the history of the family for as long as I can remember.
Did your father actually believe his family was out to get him?
Who knows? I think what scared him was beyond the physical. He used to babble about a dark force threatening him and our family.
Was that why he moved you to India? To get as far away as possible?
I believe so.
And yet, here you are, in the very place he sought to protect you from.
Who knows? Maybe there is an ancient evil in this place. An evil that drags us back no matter how far away we get. Even from the other side of the world.
And what do you think? Was your father right? Are there things beyond the physical?
I have other things to worry about right now. Things like a drowning woman floating in thin air. If you really want to help me, I need to find out what the maid knew. What Lady Margaret and Angus didn't want her to tell me.
You believe it got her killed?
Maybe. What I saw in the chapel, it has to be real. She must have drowned herself down at the loch. Because if it's all in my mind, like father, like son.
We need to examine the maid's body in the cellar.
To find out who killed her.
To be sure she was murdered before we start pointing fingers.
Bien, pues tenemos que... perdón, tenemos que llegar al sótano para ver el cuerpo. Aquí hay algo que vamos a intentar coger.
Rory's not one for cleaning up after himself.
Vale, no podemos cogerlo. Vamos a echarle un vistazo al montacarga.
This dumbwaiter is huge.
It is. It goes all the way to the second floor, but judging by the spiders, it's not used very often nowadays.
The spiders?
Ugh, don't ask.
Vale, vamos a echar un vistacillo por la cocina, a ver si encontramos algo que nos pueda servir. Si no, hablaremos otra vez con la doctora. Por aquí no hay nada, ¿no? Lo único que hay es esto, pero no deja cogerlo. Vamos a preguntarle a ver si ella cabería en el montacarga.
We need to examine the maid's body in the cellar.
To find out who killed her.
To be sure.
Esto es repetido. Si intentamos entrar.
Angus will have the key. Unless we can find another way in.
Vale, pues si no podemos por la puerta, tiene que ser por aquí.
I think I might have an idea how to get into the cellar, but I'm not sure you'll like it.
If it involves this filthy dumbwaiter, don't even think about it.
You said you'd help me, so help me.
On my terms.
True, that wouldn't be very ladylike.
You might want to consider what I do for a living before trying to taunt me this cheaply.
I can't fit in there and I see no other way into the cellar.
You're asking me to put a lot of trust in you, given the circumstances.
You can trust me, and I will do my very best to learn to trust you.
All right then. Clothes can be washed. Lovely. I need something to open the doors from the inside once I'm down there.
Vale, pues ahora sí, supuestamente deberíamos poder coger la bandeja o lo que hay en ella.
This should do it.
Vale, si podemos hablar. No, pero tengo que darle el cuchillo, ¿no? Se lo da, vale.
Going down.
Good luck.
See you in a minute.
Dr. Farber. Is everything all right? Leah! Oh, if anything's happened to her.
You needn't worry about me. I've been to stranger places than this castle. Follow me.
Vale, pues ya hemos entrado en el sótano. Vamos a examinar el cuerpo. Ahora recuerdo que tendremos una visión como la que tuvimos en la capilla. Por aquí creo que había unas fotos. Aquí, para atrás. Aquí. Vale. Vamos a por el cuerpo. Miramos primero la escena. A ver si podemos aquí. Luego el cubo de sangre. Y por último, la doncella.
Her neck's been broken, and with some considerable force, it seems. Her necklace looks like gold, albeit a plain design. And it's missing any form of pendant.
Still, well beyond a maid's salary.
Bien, aquí tenemos la visión. Aquí tenemos que pulsar.
Where's that sudden draft coming from?
Not exactly the usual way to address the staff.
We're all here, sir. All down in the dark.
What just happened? You look like you were in some kind of trance.
Perhaps the lack of sleep is affecting me. The visions that you think me insane if I describe them to you.
You need to learn to trust me. I am on your side, remember?
So you say, but I remember you locked my father up too. A tiger can't change its stripes.
Vale, si hemos visto la eso entera.
The scene really did rip when she tried to get away from him.
Si hemos visto la visión entera, que yo la he cortado porque estaba en inglés, pero se me ha olvidado que había que verla entera. Vemos que algo cae en el cubo de sangre, ¿vale?
Ugh, that's horrible.
You're not the one with your hand in it.
Así que buscamos en el cubo.
French. I don't speak French.
I do. It says for Clara, forever yours. Who's Clara?
I don't know. Yet another relative, perhaps?
We should ask someone who's been around here for longer. How did you know it was there? The pendant, I mean.
If I told you, you wouldn't believe me. A hunch. Eddie gave this to her. We should ask him to his face just what his relationship was with her.
This isn't another ghost story, is it?
Look, you wouldn't understand. I can't...
What I do understand is that we cannot accuse a man of murder without proof.
Bien, pues nos vamos a ir de aquí. Perdón, tengo ahí la garganta Con tanta humedad y tanta lluvia. Vale, esta parte no es. Es por aquí. Y ahora vamos a ir al jardín. Vamos a ir a hablar con Rory. A ver qué nos puede contar.
What is it? I'll get you back.
Stop monkeying around. Come with me.
I'll come inside in a bit. Don't go. Can I just have a few
It's
more
not a request, Carol.
Don't worry. I'll be fine.
What's happening to me?
David? Is everything all right?
We should make haste.
Vale. Pues Rory está aquí, así que vamos a hablar con él. Perdón. Vale, vamos a preguntarle por Clara.
Clara was.
I know who she was, aye.
And?
Young Eddie is her bairn. Lady Mallory, as she was. She stayed on in the house after Victor passed, but she wasn't here much before. I didn't ken her that well.
I'll speak to you later, Rory.
Aye, I'm sure you will, laddie.
Bien, pues ya sabemos quién es Clara. Vamos a hablar con Lía.
Are you convinced yet?
We need more than a first name.
Vale. Pues vamos a ir al lago. Vale, esto es la capilla, por aquí no es. El lago es por aquí. O deberíamos poder bajar por aquí, ¿no? Vale, pues por aquí. Y ahora mismo no me acuerdo qué había que hacer aquí,
Oh.
pero
Stunning. How curious. Come and look at this.
nos lo va a decir ella, así que
Look, they form a clear circle.
This can't be a fluke.
Well, looks like one of the stones is missing.
A heavy enough stone to weigh yourself down with. Are you convinced yet?
We need more than a first name.
vale, examinamos el agua. Bueno, primero la piedra.
I've never seen a rose like this before.
I have. The gardener, Rory. He brought some down from the glass house.
Bien, pues
Someone's
tenemos
carved into each one.
que volver a hablar con Rory, que es el que ha traído las rosas. Y vamos a preguntarle más Recordad que tuvimos una visión, ¿vale? En la que veíamos que una joven caía con una piedra hacia el fondo del lago. Bien, pues vamos a por Rory.
That's an unusual looking rose. I noticed one lying by the side of the loch.
Aye, that's been me. A flower for the flower of Scahandu, Cecilia.
My aunt? They're for her.
I grew 'em for her. She loved the roses, did Cecilia. No the red ones, though. Made her think of blood, ye ken.
Forgive me, but wouldn't it be more fitting to place them on her grave?
Why, she's no there, is she, laddie? That's not where she rests. And I don't much stand by your modern god.
Rory, what happened to her? What happened to Cecilia?
I'm not in the mood to open old wounds, laddie.
There are some strange markings carved into the stones on the shore.
Runes, aye. I'm old-fashioned, I suppose. Still hold to the old ways.
Superstitions don't gain validity just by being believed in for a long time.
I'd watch that. Your precious science doesn't have all the answers, lassie.
May I have some of the roses, Rory? I'd like to place them on Cecilia's grave.
What's she to you? You didn't ken her.
No, I didn't. But she's family. And besides, Father always spoke fondly of her. He would even smile as he talked about playing in the gardens with her as a child.
He did he? Aye, well, that's good to ken. I should have some left in the glass house.
I'll speak to you later, Rory.
Aye, I'm sure you will, laddie.
Bien, de esta forma, supuestamente podemos
Sorry,
entrar.
lassie, but you can't go in. It's for family only.
Just hold on a moment.
No, it's okay. I quite understand. You go ahead, and I'll wait here for you, if I must.
Aye, you must.
Así podemos entrar en el invernadero. Vamos a echar un ojo dentro a ver qué es lo que hay, qué secreto esconde.
I know, it doesn't look like I have green fingers. Looking to break some more locks, laddie.
Are these...
Aye, Cecilia's roses.
They're beautiful.
I like to think so.
But they seem to be the only thing that grows here.
Y por el resto del invernadero, creo... Vale, examinamos aquí.
These are... dead as dodos.
Hard to raise anything beautiful here, ever since Cecilia's gone.
Ya no hay nada más. Vamos a hablar con Rory.
Can you tell me about Cecilia? What was she like?
She was a lovely lassie, but she had more than her share of troubles.
Grandfather Edward.
You ken well enough, son.
You said she wasn't in her grave.
Aye, that I did, that I did.
Did she drown?
She did. Killed herself. Her body was never found. Now all I have of her is my memories. And they are not what they were. And this.
That is exquisite. Cecilia made this.
She made it, aye. For me. Girl must have cut her fingers 100 times doing it. On the thorns, ye ken.
Bien, entramos en otra de las visiones. tenemos que ir tocando todo lo que podamos.
You are unworthy of the name Gordon.
Get away from her, you coward!
Y aquí ves, tenemos un punto aquí, otro punto ahí y otro allí. Nos podemos ir acercando. Aquí hay otro.
He scratched the word Baron into her arm. What a monster.
Ok, vamos a alejarnos. Si no. Luego aquí hay otro, ¿no? Ahora. A ver si me da el tiempo.
You monster!
Who is that old woman? It takes courage to confront Edward like that.
Vale. Hay que esperar que tire.
They lied to me.
Who did?
All of them. It's me.
What just happened?
I could ask you the same thing. You started to talk to yourself. And then you were throwing your arms about like you were fighting something. I couldn't see what. You started bawling and the lassie came in to see what was going on. She tried to settle you, but you just went for her.
I saw an old lady. She wore a long, flowing dress. Her voice was strong, determined.
Sounds like Rosemary. She was Lady Margaret's mother.
Was Cecilia not able to have children? Did that anger Grandfather Edward?
Maybe you can see well enough too, son. Maybe you can. It wasn't her, it was her husband. He was the bother. Couldn't, you ken?
I think so, yes.
Aye, well, Edward blamed Cecilia for it. For picking the wrong man for her mate. You'll be fine, laddie. You just need some fresh air. This place can get to you.
Bien, creo que había que mirar por aquí.
The crack is right there. Edward was furious. Seems like him and great-grandmother Rose didn't see eye to eye.
Examinamos esta parte.
Secretary should be... Here they are. How could I know? This seems awfully accurate for a forgotten memory.
Y ahora ya sí. Nos vamos de aquí. Vamos a ir a hablar con Angus.
Trust your instincts, laddie.
David, are you all right?
Am I all right? I should be asking you. I'm so sorry I hurt you. I don't know what happened.
Don't worry. I faced much worse in the asylum.
She's tough. I don't think it's possible to face her. Sorry again.
Maybe don't leave me outside like a naughty puppy next time.
Yes, quite. I think that Edward may be responsible for the death of my Aunt Cecilia. Not directly. She drowned herself in the loch. I think that Edward drove her to it.
Old families usually have a skeleton or two in the cupboard.
Yes, but my family has a graveyard full. I feel like the madness that runs through this family, through these walls, is starting to seep into me too.
I can help you, but you need to open up. You need to start talking to me.
You would not believe me if I told you.
Stubborn, just like your father.
Whatever secret this family is hiding, it's costing lives. Cecilia, the maid, my father. God knows how many more over the years. Are you convinced yet?
We need more than a first name.
Bien, volvemos a la casa. Y aquí hay algo.
More pieces of the same drawing.
Bueno, esto lo cogí antes. O sea, como hemos empezado el capítulo. Venga. Bien, deberíamos hablar con el mayordomo. Pero no recuerdo y no tengo apuntado dónde está. Vamos a probar por las habitaciones a ver si lo encontramos. Aunque también tengo apuntado que hay que ir a la biblioteca. Mira, aquí está.
If you'd just like to wait out here, sir.
I need to speak with Eddie.
The young master and her ladyship are otherwise detained.
May I remind you, this is my house?
May I remind you that it is not yours yet?
Might as well try moving a mountain out of the way. Fair enough. Nobody in this house is particularly chatty, not even when I have an actual question for them. There's no doubt about his loyalty, nor with whom it lies.
Bien.
If Eddie really gave her that pendant, he might be her killer, and I might not be losing my mind.
Nos vamos a alargar. Vamos a ir a la biblioteca. Y vamos a rebuscar entre las cosas que vimos en el capítulo 1, creo que fue. 1 o 2. Bueno, si este es el 3, o el 1 es el 2, no hemos hecho más. Bibliotecas arriba. Bueno, podemos entrar por abajo también, ¿no? Que por aquí. Creo que era por aquí. Bien. Aquí en esta parte encontramos unas cosas que pertenecían a la madre de Eddie. Así que lo vamos a examinar todo.
The necklace. Is that?
A young Eddie and his mother Clara.
I regret to inform you that your husband, Corporal Victor Mallory, number 874511, was killed in action with the enemy on the day of the 14th of September in Ypres. Your husband was involved in an advance against enemy lines. While he and his fellow soldiers fell, the action was successful, and you can take comfort in knowing his sacrifice saved many lives. It was not possible to get his remains away, and he was buried in a soldier's grave. Please accept the condolences of all the company. Yours, Captain Arthur Jones, 4th Army.
Thank you for your last letter. My heart soars with every word of yours I read. I touch the ink and imagine your fingers are just inches from mine, that we can almost touch, that I can almost feel the warmth of your skin once more. Young Edward grows more like his father each day. You'd be amazed how he shares your looks. I long for the day that this terrible war is ended and you return home to us, so we can be a family once more. I shall write to you again soon. Know that until then you are always in our hearts. Your loving wife, Clara.
The date. She was writing this when the death notice arrived. Oh, the poor woman.
Vale, nada más por aquí. Ahora sí vamos a hablar con la doctora. Si no se va, si no nos huye.
You see? The necklace was his mother's. He gave it to the maid. The maid!
You're right. We need to speak to him about this. But how could you know this? I can't help you if you don't tell me.
Cousin Eddie might be a murderer. How I draw my conclusions can wait for now.
Pues vamos a por el mayordomo, vamos a intentar hablar con Eddie.
Eddie, I need to ask you about the maid. About Ailsa.
You didn't know her!
I know that you and her were... That is to say, I know you had feelings for her.
What? That's poppycock! You're as deranged as your father was!
David, really? You go too far with this behavior.
The police will be here soon. Would you not prefer to clear this up before they get here in case they link Eddie with the crime?
Now look here, young lady. How dare you speak?
That's enough. Eddie. My little doe. Strange thing to call the help.
How? It was just harmless fun, that's all.
Her clothing was ripped, as if someone was trying to force themselves upon her.
I would never have hurt her.
You gave her this. It was your mother's.
I did. It was.
Eddie!
I was just trying to cheer her up. She has nothing, and I had no need of it. You know she sends... You know she sent most of her money home to her grandmother.
You're a worthless liar. You think she thought being pressed against a dead animal was harmless fun?
How do you know? It's true. Ailsa and I would never have laid a finger on her. We were in love. I helped her with everything, even with her chores. Rose and...
That's quite enough. Eddie, you are obviously upset. And you are not helping, David. Angus, will you please take the young master upstairs?
As you say, Mom.
I think you have caused quite enough disruption here. We shall settle this heritage dilemma first thing tomorrow.
I don't think so. I have more questions now than ever. About my father, the maid, this whole damn house.
Have a care, David. Need I remind you of your father's temper?
I would never.
Given the current mental state of Master Eddie, who should be a part of the heritage considerations, any discussion on the topic would be futile at this point. Would you not agree?
Thank you, Leah. Maybe it's a good thing you're here after all.
Impudent brats!
What's going on?
Did you notice when Margaret got angry?
When Eddie mentioned chores involving Rose. What does that mean?
It can only have something to do with Lady Rosemary and Aunt Cecilia, and whatever the maid was doing in the attic.
The attic?
I saw the maid coming down the stairs with a tray, but there's nothing up there but an empty room. Or so I thought.
Interesting. What is it, David?
I have to see.
David, wait!
Vale, pues tenemos que entrar en el ático.
You have to start confiding in me, David. What are you seeing?
I can see echoes. Memories of those who lived here. I see my father as a young boy. He's trying to communicate with me.
Perhaps you visited here as a child. Maybe you're remembering stories your father told you of this place when you were young.
You see? I said you wouldn't believe me. If I'm only remembering things, how would I have known where to find a pendant? How could I have known he tried to force himself on her? Unless you think I killed her.
I don't think you killed anyone, David. And you're right. I can't explain it.
So?
So, we focus on the facts as we know them.
Go on.
You saw the maid's body. Her neck was broken. That was the work of a human, not a ghost, yes?
I suppose so, yes.
Lady Margaret knows more than she's saying, that's for sure.
Godspeed getting anything out of that old hag.
No, I know. But Eddie might be an easier option.
Yes. Yes, we need to find him. And make sure Margaret isn't there to interrupt.
I believe she's already gone to bed, but I'll check. You go find Eddie.
Bien, nos dice que busquemos a Eddie, pero yo no tengo que apuntado de buscar a Eddie, yo tengo que apuntado de ir al ático. De hecho, el niño va hacia allí.
Well, that's clear enough.
El niño va hacia... Pero por aquí es... No, por aquí no era. El niño sale primero corriendo hacia acá. Y aquí en la esquina es donde se ve ahora.
Well, hello, my dear Elsa. Oh, Sir Edward, you look very handsome today.
Eddie?
Why, thank you. You are as beautiful as ever, my little doll. Oh, mwah, mwah.
Bien. Pues aquí tenemos que ir echando un vistazo a todo.
Eddie, can you hear me? What can you tell me about Great-Grandmother Rose? What did Elsa have to do? Eddie!
Bien, nos ha señalado aquí.
What do you see here, Eddie?
You'll be quite safe, the little rabbit said to his brothers and sisters. The fox is fast asleep, so the rabbits tiptoed past, but the fox was sly. He wasn't asleep at all. He opened his yellow eyes.
I've warned you before to mind your place. This will be the last time you defy me.
The eyes of the fox, they shone with cruel light as he punched on the rabbits and ate them all one by one. It was only then he went to sleep, his tummy full, his heart content.
I what's on the other side. Is there... no, can't see a switch or lever. I guess not all castles are like Edgar Allan Poe used to describe them.
Bien, pues sabemos que por aquí hay una puerta, pero tenemos que encontrar la forma de cruzarla. Con esto no podemos hacer nada. Y por aquí había algo. Serán fotos seguramente. Sí, trozos de fotos. Y por aquí deberíamos encontrar una forma de poder cruzar. Que ahora mismo no recuerdo. Vale, eso es para irnos, ¿no? Sí, ya, tenemos que volver. Vale, aquí hay algo. A ver si puedo llegar.
A secret passage.
What do you think you're doing?
That won't be long, I hope. Look after Eddie. Just a little further.
Bien, pues tenemos que pasar por aquí.
Damn it!
Seguimos.
That's it. Open wide. Good, good.
I don't want any.
That's all right, dear. Did I tell you that John's son David has arrived? He's as bothersome as his father. Not worthy of this place. Poor Angus will never recover from the sight of John's charred remains. Selfish, selfish man.
Please, don't.
I do not enjoy this, as you well know, but you brought it on yourself. Your son was a good man. You should not have defied him.
Rosemary. Oh my God. She's barely skin and bones. How is she still alive?
I found the hidden switch. It was in the bookcase.
You scared me half to death.
Well, you will insist on wandering off without telling me where you're going, and I just managed to avoid Lady Margaret when... Jesus God!
Bien, pues hemos llegado hasta aquí. Vamos a ir resolviendo ya el misterio, poco a poco.
In a vision.
Edward beat her with it. Used it to cripple the poor woman.
Oh my God. And he hung it there to remind her every day. Take it down.
You're sure?
Do it.
Bien, quitamos la cruz.
Thank you. Thank you.
Y vamos a hablar con Lady Margaret. No, esta es Rosemary.
Rose? Rosemary, can you hear me?
no nos habla, así que vamos a echar un ojo por la habitación. Porque deberemos encontrar algo por aquí. Que tengo yo apuntado, pero... A romper.
Rosemary, I'm David, John's son, your great-grandson.
Here, try this. No, like this. Gently.
Who did this to you?
Edward. I was bad. I disobeyed.
Disobeyed? How did you disobey?
Cecilia. I tried to stop him. Stop what he was doing.
What was he doing, Rosemary?
Should not have disobeyed. Not disturb him in the old wing. Never talk back.
Rose! Rose! What did he do to Cecilia?
I don't think you'll get anything more out of her. Poor woman. Come on, Lady Rosemary. We'll get you out of here.
No!
We can get you somewhere safe.
I'm safe here, in this room. Safe from the Black Mirror.
The Black Mirror. Margaret has a lot to explain.
Bien, pues supuestamente tenemos que hablar con Lady Margaret.
I think we need to have words with her ladyship. Margaret, we need to talk about...
Lady Margaret, if you please.
Never mind that. What the hell are you doing with Rosemary?
You're one to talk. You're just like your father, leaving nothing but fear and misery in your wake.
What in God's name are you talking about?
You spoke to young Eddie, did you not? Now he's convinced everyone is trying to kill him. He has taken poor Andrew hostage and is threatening his life.
Where is he?
He's taken him to the old wing, and he is armed.
I'll go. I can talk to him.
You will not. You two have caused quite enough trouble already.
We? How dare you, when you continue to worship Edward, even though he drove poor Cecilia to drown herself?
I will not allow you to...
To what? To speak the truth? To say that Edward...
He never touched her! You come here, and you...
No, you. You are the one in the wrong here. You know more than you're saying, and we both know it. There's something in this place. An evil that has plagued our family for generations. Instead of blaming others, maybe you should look closer to home for the cause of your misfortune.
You know nothing. What I did, what I do, everything is for this family. How can you possibly understand?
Please, my lady, we can discuss this later. Miss Farber, you need to speak to Master Eddie.
Take us to him.
This way. Have a care in the old wing. It isn't used, and for good reason. A section of wall fell into the sea some years back, and the rest is falling to ruin. Over there, sir.
Eddie?
No! No! They're after me! All of them! Trying to kill me! No! Please help!
Eddie, look at me, Eddie, just at me. It's going to be all right.
Stay back here. I'll try to reason with him.
You will not. This is what I do.
Bien, pues mientras que Leah intenta razonar con Eddie...
Eddie? Talk to me, Eddie. Tell me what's troubling you.
Troubling me?
Even why?
He is! And David! They all are!
They all are what, Eddie?
Accusing me! They think I killed her!
He can't see
The
me from
maid, you
here.
mean?
This
But I
might be the way
didn't!
across.
I didn't!
I believe you, Eddie. I believe you.
Bien, tenemos que intentar llegar hasta él.
Steady now.
Que digo, torpe. ¿Qué pasa, gata, hijo? Bien, pues por aquí deberíamos llegar a... Perdón, que como tengo la garganta con tanta lluvia. Por aquí digo que deberíamos llegar hasta Eddie.
Stop wriggling about. You stay still.
Let him go, Eddie. Everything is all right. Slowly, Mr. Harrison.
Come here!
Bloody fool.
Y por aquí vamos a recoger la ballesta que hay aquí.
Seems intact. Now for some ammunition.
Y necesitamos munición, que es el hueso que hay aquí.
It's a bone. Should work if I'm careful. Let's hope this doesn't snap under the strain.
Leave me alone! I told you! Leave me alone!
Eddie, stop!
What? Get them off me! Get them off!
You okay?
Hold still, you bastard!
Andrew! Andrew, no!
David? David?
What? What happened?
Relax. Everything's fine.
Fine? Are you out of your mind?
Oh, please, contain yourself, Andrew.
I most certainly will not. And I'm not spending another moment in this madhouse. I will fetch the police from the village immediately.
I don't think that would be wise, sir.
Are you threatening me?
Perish the thought, sir. I am merely pointing out the folly of driving these roads in the dark.
And besides, we may need the car if Eddie's condition worsens.
The insane brat can jump off the roof for all I care. I, for one, will rather risk my life out there than in here.
Leave, then. And before you even think of telling anyone what happened here, just remember who you are dealing with. And yes, you may consider that a threat. Angus, kindly help me with young Eddie.
Careful now, just take it slowly. I'm sorry I didn't believe you.
Science took a beating tonight.
After seeing what happened here, I think even Dr. Freud would agree with you.
Bien, pues aquí empieza el capítulo 4, así que vamos a parar el vídeo y continuaremos en el siguiente vídeo desde aquí, ¿vale?